All right. All right, we're back on the record in 53rd Circuit Court for the County of Sheboygan, calling our final case today, People of the State of Michigan versus Sonia Godin. It's filed 21-6161FH. We have Ms. Godin and her counsel, Mr. Keogh, present in the courtroom, as well as the prosecuting attorney, Ms. Goodrich. We are providing public access both online and in the courtroom. We're here today for a plea hearing.
That's correct, Your Honor. William Keogh on behalf of Sonia Godin. I do have the advice of rights form as well as the plea agreement. Those have been submitted to the court by email. I do have a different phone number for Ms. Godin. I could approach with a new advice of rights form that has the correct number on it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Keogh. All right, so Ms. Godin, do you wish to enter a plea according to the terms of this agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you please stand and raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you
Yes,
God?
Your Honor.
Okay, you can be seated. Would you please state your name for the record?
Sonia Elise Godin.
Okay, Ms. Godin, a guilty plea hearing is an important event. It includes the waiver of constitutional and other rights that you have. So I want you to listen carefully. At any time, if you've got questions, doubts, or hesitations, say so. And if you needed more time to talk to your attorney, we would give it to you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you're offering to plead guilty to the charge of perjury in a court proceeding.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is a felony crime punishable by up to 15 years in the state prison. Do you understand the maximum penalty that you could face for that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
No, Your Honor.
Were you on bond for any other case at the time of this matter?
No.
If your plea is accepted, do you understand that you will not have a trial of any kind and you'll be giving up the rights you would have had at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read and understand the rights listed on the advice of rights form?
Yes, I
And
have.
those outline your trial rights? Did you give Mr. Keogh permission to sign that form on your behalf?
Yes, I did.
Okay, do you understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up all the rights listed on that form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that what you choose to do today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If your plea is accepted, you'll be giving up any claim that it was caused by promises or threats that no one tells me about today. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You'll also be giving up any claim later on that it was not your own free choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, a guilty plea waives the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to get permission by filing an application for leave to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Also, there are some issues that you could raise on appeal if you were convicted after going to trial that are waived by a guilty plea. So even if the Court of Appeals takes your case, there's some issues you can't raise at all. Your guilty plea waives them. Do you understand that?
I do. Yes.
The plea agreement provides in exchange for your plea of guilty to the charge, there's a sentence agreement that you would be placed on a 1-year delay of sentence, and on successful completion of that delay, the charge would be dismissed. Do you understand the terms of that plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Keogh, is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of his terms?
It is, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Godin, do you understand that that sentence agreement is not binding on the court? If I didn't want to place you on a delay of sentence, I wouldn't have to. But if I did not do that, you would be allowed to withdraw your plea because you would not have gotten what you bargained for. Do you understand that?
Yes.
There's a very important exception to that rule. If you engaged in misconduct between now and the time of sentencing, let's say you absconded on your bond, or you failed to appear for court, you committed a new crime, or you violated a court order, misconduct of that kind would forfeit your right to withdraw the plea, even if I didn't follow the sentence agreement. Do you understand that?
I do.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea agreement to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Is it your own free choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing all this, how do you wish to plead to the charge of perjury in a court proceeding?
Guilty.
Did you offer testimony at a bond violation hearing in the 89th District Court here in Sheboygan County?
Yes, I did.
Did you appear in person or by video at that hearing?
By Zoom.
Okay, and were you appearing from Sheboygan County?
Yes, I was.
And the hearing was held in Sheboygan County?
Yes.
Were you placed under oath?
Yes.
And did you in fact offer testimony during that hearing?
Yes, I did.
Did you offer testimony that was untruthful?
Yes, I did.
Did you know that it was untruthful?
Yes.
Did you believe that it was material to the questions the court had to decide that day? In other words, it was not on an unimportant fact, it was on something important?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Keough, do you believe the factual basis has been established?
I do.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Keough, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Keough, in your judgment, has the court fully complied with the requirements of the courtroom?
Yes.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Godin, we've given you a lot of information. It's possible that may have caused you to change your mind. That would be okay. So I ask you once more, how do you wish to plead to the charge of perjury in a court proceeding?
Guilty.
Well, I find that your plea is knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, that there's a sufficient basis in fact and law to believe you're guilty of that crime. So I hereby accept your plea. We'll schedule sentencing for September 14th at 11:30 in the morning. That'll be here in the courtroom. You'll have to meet with the probation agent from the Department of Corrections before then so that they can prepare a report. Presumably you want me to know more about you than that you lied in court. So they'll prepare a whole report for me about who you are and everything more about your life that I would need to know to make a proper sentencing determination. So you're ordered to comply with that process. Mr. Keough can help direct you to who to contact to get that scheduled. Ms. Goodrich, any objection to continuing bond?
No objection.
Bond will be continued in this matter, and we'll see you on September 14th.
Thank you.
Anything further, Mr. Keough?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess until tomorrow morning.